Hi, my name is Alondra. I'm the founder of Yrdline, and for this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add audio to your shows and markers to your audio so that you can sync them to your sets and animations work along with your audio. So in previous videos, I have talked about how to create productions, shows, movements, adding markers, and how to draw formations. So the formations that I have here are from the examples of the previous videos. So if I click to set 2, we have a wave, and then set 3, we have a smaller line. Just keeping it simple for the sake of this tutorial. So if I look at my timeline, there is a drop down for different timelines. So you have a set timeline, you have an audio timeline, and you also have a fine scrubber. The fine scrubber allows you to kind of look through your formation as fast or as slow as you want for further fine tuning and just seeing where things are working good or maybe where things are not working good. But for this video, we're going to work with the audio timeline. So the audio timeline does live at the bottom, and you can actually get it to work at the bottom, but for the sake of this tutorial, I will actually make it pop out, which you can do so when you play with this application. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is a popped out screen of the timeline. And here we are going to upload an audio, let it analyze the audio, and then create markers as needed. For the sake of this video, I'm actually going to use an audio from a marching show from when I was in high school. I think this was my senior year because I'm familiar with it and remember where the counts are. If you have the score beside you, this will actually help a lot with creating markers. So we're going to add the audio. We're going to let it process it. Okay, so as you can see here, you now have the waveform of your audio, the length of your audio, and you can even mute it or unmute, whatever you need. So a few things to look in here, and this feature is definitely still in improvement. You know, I think that over time, after some of this beta testing happens, that it will probably change and improve, but for now it does what you need it to do. So you can auto start it. So if I were to click this and I click the marker button, so start set marker mode, this starts a countdown for you where the music starts for you without you having to hit play. So if I don't want that, I just turn that off and leave it alone. I can do it without the auto start and just enable the marker. And what this does is that it allows you to add markers using the space bar. So in this case, since I know the counts of the song, I can start hitting the space bars where I want my sets to start. So in this case, set number 1 is important that you create a marker for it. So we're gonna start doing this. I'm gonna just count in my head 16 counts every time. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, and so forth. And it'll continue to play. You can actually move the cursor around throughout the song. Like let's say you missed the marker, you can come back and restart, and then as long as this is activated, you can hit the space bar and place a marker where you need it, and if the marker is not correct, then you delete it. So for now, we're gonna leave it at 4 sets, keep it simple, and basically what I've done now is I have basically added markers where I want the animations to start. So like obviously at 0, it's gonna be set 1 and so forth. So I was counting every 16 counts. So you can actually mass assign however many counts you want in this case, or you can hand type it. But in this case, I want them all to be 16 counts. Okay, so now that I've added mass assigned 16 counts for every single set, it also automatically picked up that I already had 3 existing sets. Let's suppose that you go back and you add more sets. Then you can come back in here, click the link button, and connect it to your set. This is important because the amount of counts that I assigned here also can sync to your set timeline. So once you're done doing that, you can close out of your audio timeline and you can come back to your show, and you can continue to do this as you add shows or remove shows. So if you delete a set, you can delete that marker and re-add the marker where you want it and relink it to your set. So here, as you can see, it shows you that it's been linked to an existing marker. So as you saw earlier, I actually added like 4 markers. So I'm gonna add the missing set, and I'm gonna actually go to the audio timeline, and like you can view the audio timeline from down here as well. It just kind of shrinks your screen. So I can quickly scroll down to set 4, hit the link button and pick set 4. Now it linked it to my set 4. And now I can go back to my set timeline and see that they have all been linked. Once I do that, and once I have my audio file in place and I want to watch the animation with the audio playback, I can hit the music logo that will sync the audio to your animation. And you can hit play and it will play your animation along with the audio. So if you want to test it out while listening to the song that you just uploaded, then you can do it like that. Or if you want to turn it off, then you turn it off. So we're gonna hit play. And now it animates with your song. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys is that if you want to change the count of your set marker, you can do so and it'll translate over to the linked set. So let's say I want to change this to 10 counts. Oops. After I've changed the count, right, I can hit the sync button so that it syncs everything, all the changes that I've made to my set timeline. If I come back to my set timeline, in the set 4, as you can see, now it says 10 counts. So changes that you make in one side will translate over to the other side. Also, if you know the tempo of your song, you can change it here and update it so that your animation moves at the correct speed. The cool thing about this is that because it's cloud-based, your audio will stay attached to your project. So let's say I exit out of this and I open it on another computer. When you open it, the audio will be there. It'll work just fine with your project from anywhere that you access it, as long as you obviously log in with your own account. So that concludes how to add an audio file to your project, how to sync it by creating markers, how to sync your markers to your sets, how to add counts to those markers and your sets, and where your audio files live, which is on the cloud.